What should you do to turn a reading experience into a crazy roller coaster ride that causes your heart to leap into your throat? Also, disturb the calm in your head. The best psychological thriller book will give you an adrenaline rush. This video contains 10 best psychological thrillers of all times. The best psychological thriller is the one that messes with the reader's head really good. Don't call me a sadist, but this is the best part of a psychological crime thriller. It portrays a gruesome crime, mostly a murder or several murders, and then takes the readers to a more mentally or emotionally disturbing element. One that is disturbing, fascinating, and shocking at the same time. I can talk non-stop for hours about the best psychological thrillers books, but we will restrict it to the top 10 names for now. You will find all the qualities that I just mentioned in these books. Trust me, one taste of any of these recommended books will make you ask for more and more like a drug junkie. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to never miss an update. Links to the books are given in the description below. Number 10. The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. She is a British who got worldwide fame due to this best-selling psychological thriller. The book was adapted into a motion picture in 2016, starring Emily Blunt. This novel is first on my recommendation list because I want you to start with one of the best, especially if you're new to the genre. The main themes of this psychological thriller are domestic violence and drug abuse. The story is brisk-paced like a train. This is 100% my personal connection and opinion, one that I formed after reading it. The story is told from the perspective of a woman named Rachel. She is extremely lonely and is trying to cope with her failed marriage. Her coping mechanism involves drowning in gin, tonics, and wine. She makes speculations about the daily lives of fellow passengers during her daily commute. If you want to relive the experience of Gone Girl, this book is a must-read for you. Number 9. You by Caroline Kepnes. She is an American author, screenwriter, and ex-entertainment journalist. She has written many best-selling novels, but the most popular of all is You. Yes, you got it right. I am talking about the Saying You series on Netflix that has a mammoth population of young adults in a frenzy. Trust me, fellas, the book has 10 times more exciting, twisty, and dark stuff. It is the story of a stalker, Joe Goldberg. He owns a bookstore in East Village. When a beautiful female, Guinevere Beck, enters his bookstore one day, he instantly gets obsessed with her. He manipulates people and events in Beck's life to ensure she ends up with him. He is anything but nice. He is creepy, manipulative, and willing to kill anyone who stands between him and Beck. The best part of the book is that Caroline Kepnes has written his characters so well that you cannot help liking him. If you are in the mood for something scary, creepy, blood-chilling, and really dark, You is a must-read. Number 8. Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney. She is a New York Times best-selling author. Her works have been translated into more than 25 languages. She has also worked as a journalist for BBC for 15 years. Sometimes I Lie isn't the only book of Alicia on the list. I have saved another fantastic piece for the later, so don't go anywhere. For now, let's focus on the gem at hand. The story makes you follow a girl in a coma. Her name is Amber Reynolds. She was in a toxic relationship with her husband. According to her, her husband doesn't love her at all. She messes with the readers when she admits, "Sometimes I lie." So we have no idea whether what she said about her husband was true or another one of her compulsive lying episodes. Also, we have no idea how she ended up in a hospital in a coma. You get tidbits about what is happening around her in the hospital room because she can hear. She also gives you flashbacks of her married life and past every so often. You have to put together all the pieces to solve the puzzle. Why was Amber hospitalized? This final twist will catch you off guard, so hold tight to your seats while reading it. Number 7. The Replacement Wife by Darby Kane. It is the pseudonym of Helen K. Diamond. She is a native of Pennsylvania. She was a divorce attorney before becoming a full-time writer. Now she is known as an award-winning romantic suspense writer. Some books are so underrated that you feel sad for the writer. Poor soul didn't receive the acknowledgement he deserved for the mind-blowing masterpiece he created. The Replacement Wife is one of those. It is a domestic suspense thriller, but the psychological touch to the novel makes it super interesting and hard to put down. The main character of the story is a happily married wife and a mom. Her name is Elisa Wright. There's something wrong with her brother-in-law Josh. He jumps from one partner to another. The guy has had a girlfriend, a fiancé, and a wife. The wife ended up dead. The fiancé is missing. That missing girl is Elise's friend. She is hell-bent on finding out what happened to her friend and proving that Josh is a murderer. Is it just her crazy speculation, or is Josh truly a creepy killer? Read it to find the answer. Number 6. An Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks. She is an editor-turned-novelist who got her degree in journalism from Columbia University. She has also co-authored some other best-selling novels, including A Wife Between Us, You Are Not Alone, and The Golden Couple. Right now, we will talk about An Anonymous Girl. It is the story of a psychologist, Taver Shields. Jessica Ferris needs money, so she agrees to become a psychological test subject of Dar Shields to earn quick cash. The psychologist knows everything about this participant for her study, even the things Jess thinks she has successfully hidden from the rest of the world. The way Dar Shields manipulates Jessica's behavior is very intriguing. Jessica becomes skeptical about the psychologist. She cannot understand whether the doctor only wants to read her mind or is planning to kill her. The real motive of the psychologist is the biggest twist in suspense. It will keep you guessing and on the edge of your seats till the end because it is so sickeningly twisted and juicy. Of course, in a good way. I had a hard time getting out of An Anonymous Girl-induced coma. So, read it the first chance you get. Number 5. His and Hers by Alice Feeney. The next recommendation is again by Alice Feeney. This is the one that I mentioned earlier. I would devour anything that Alice Feeney creates. The fact that this is her second book that I have included in my top 10 recommendations speaks volumes about the remarkable story creation talent of the author. His and Hers is a domestic psychological crime and mystery thriller. The story revolves around a serial killer. Here, his means Detective Jack Harper, and hers is reporter Anna Andrews. A woman gets killed in a British village, Blackdown. Detective Jack is investigating the crime, and journalist Anna is covering the case. Alice tells the story of the murder from two different perspectives, from Jack's and Anna's. Neither of them trusts each other. Both Jack and Anna think the other person is lying, so both of them seem like a suspect. Now, who's the serial killer between the two? You will find that out when you read this fantastic thriller. Number 4. The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. He is a cat person currently living in Massachusetts with his spouse and kitty. Peter has authored 6 books, including the one I picked for you. The Kind Worth Killing won New England Society Book Award. Fans of The Girl on the Train will absolutely love this one. It is the tale of a man, Ted Severson, who meets a stranger woman on a flight to Boston. They immediately form a cordial bond. The chit-chat turns personal when Ted confesses that he thinks his wife is cheating on him. The lighthearted game of sharing personals turns dark when he jokingly admits that he could kill his lying wife for her infidelity. His flight partner Lily sympathizes with him and offers to help him plot the murder of his wife, Miranda. It becomes a game of cat and mouse when a sharp-witted detective gets hot on their tails. Do they succeed in killing the woman and getting away with it or not? You'd have to check it out by reading it. Number 3. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. He is from Cyprus. He made his debut as a writer with The Silent Patient. The novel became an instant hit and made him a celebrity in the writers' community. It stayed more than a year on New York Times bestsellers chart. I recommended it in my video about best murder books, as well because it is one of my top favorites of all time. It is so well written that you cannot help giving it 5 stars. The book follows the story of Alicia Berenson. She is living a dream life with her handsome husband, who is a hotshot fashion photographer. Things go south with a bang when she shoots his face. 5 times? Let your mind run wild. Come up with as many guesses as possible about the motive behind shooting her husband. I am sure most of you will not guess the why part correctly, because Alicia refuses to speak about her action. Theo Faber is a renowned criminal psychologist who wants to take Alicia's case. Everyone warns Theo about his failure because she is the silent patient who hasn't talked in 6 years. Whether he succeeds or not is something you will have to find out through reading it. Number 2. The Patient by Jasper DeWitt. He is an award-winning author of horror fiction. He is well known for his psychological and horror thriller, The Patient. No, friends, I'm not obsessed with reading about psycho patients with killing tendencies. I am just obsessed with reading stuff that turns your head into mush. This novella is one of those. It is told in online postings of a psychiatrist, Parker 8. He gives recounts of his time in a mental facility in New England in message board posts. Parker tells about the most dangerous and hard-to-crack case of a 40-year-old man. He was admitted there at the age of 6. No one could figure out what was wrong with the patient because every doctor who treated him either became a lunatic himself or committed suicide. So of course, Parker decides to solve the case of this mystery patient. If you want to figure out what happened to Parker and that weird patient, read the book. Number 1. I Am Thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid. He is a Canadian author and winner of the RBC Taylor Emerging Award in 2015. Most of the readers know him as the author of best-selling books, I'm Thinking About Ending Things and Foe. I'm Thinking About Ending Things is my all-time favorite. I read it in 2019, and it has been my top favorite psychological and mystery fiction ever since. This book is many things: a psychological thriller, toxic relationship trope, and horror fiction. So if you love to read any of those, you will find your favorite element in this book. The unnerving writing style of Ian is the first thing you will love about this book. It sucks you into the tale of a couple from the first page. It is the story of Jack and his girlfriend. The story is from the girlfriend's point of view. We get into her head and learn that she wants to end things with her boyfriend. They are on a road trip to visit Jack's parents. The parents are weird, and the aura around the rural farm is creepy. The trip transforms into pure madness. So we're to find out how and why. That's all I am going to say about my psychological thrillers book recommendations for now. I hope a few have entranced you enough to add them to your TBR list for upcoming weekend nights. Keep a hoard of snacks beside you because these books will keep you up all night. Video helps you find the next book you are going to read, then like and share this video. Let me know in comment section on what type of books I should cover in my next video. Also, if you read one of the book mentioned in this video, share your review or thoughts with us. Subscribe this channel for more such awesome videos. Thanks for watching.